The Virginia House Select Committee on School Safety held their final hearing at the Hotel Madison and Shenandoah Valley Conference Center in Harrisonburg. The special committee was created by Virginia House of Delegates Speaker, Republican Kirk Cox, 8 months ago in response to a school shooting at a Florida high school that left 17 people dead. The committee of 12 Republicans and 10 Democrats signed off to send 24 priority recommendations to the full General Assembly to be considered in the 2019 session. Those recommendations included improving mental health access for students and more funding for school resource officers, also known as SROs. SROs are uniformed police officers that are assigned to a specific public school. The committee wants the state to pay for 44 new SROs across the Commonwealth to the tune of $1.76 million. While the full committee signed off on the 24 recommendations, organizations across the Commonwealth are against more SROs in schools. These organizations claim the presence of SROs in schools will lead to more arrests and suspensions of students of color. In a report released by the Virginia-based Legal Aid Justice Center, the organization found that black students were suspended at a rate 5 times more than their white counterparts during the 2016-2017 school year. In a letter to the Select Committee written by the Legal Aid Justice Center's policy coordinator and attorney, Amy Woolard, Woolard wrote that the Commonwealth does not need more law enforcement officers in schools. The letter was co-signed by 25 other organizations from around the Commonwealth. Ironically, one thing that is not addressed in the list of 24 recommendations: gun control. That's because from the beginning of the committee's inception, Chairman Cox directed the committee not to consider gun control in any form, citing that it would only cause partisan bickering and nothing would get done. Several of the committee's Democratic members opposed the chairman's decision, but with a 2-seat Republican advantage, they knew there was no chance of putting up much of a fight. But that didn't stop 57th District Delegate David Toscano from mentioning it at the Select Committee's hearing.
And I'm kind of curious because I don't know whether there were really much discussion of this at all, why it was rejected, other than it had the word potential guns in the title. But I'd be curious to get the insight from you or maybe other members of the folks who put together these priority recs.
25th District Delegate Steve Landis, who also chairs the House Education Committee, is pleased with the committee's work.
We're now, I think, taking us to the next step and really building on what we've done before. Schools are still much more safe in Virginia than other places in the nation. We have a lot of protocols that a lot of school systems don't in other parts of the state. Parkland's a perfect example. We don't have kinds of school systems that allow open campuses like that. We have secured schools, but we're going to build on. And again, I think the SROs and the school counselors are going to be key, because if we can get, especially to students before they act out violently against themselves or others, obviously we don't have to have all those other things, because if we can get to that problem, that goes a long way.
In Harrisonburg, Theodore Whitelow, Breaking Through News.